the Nagas agree or not, it is a fight against Nagas, against their corrupt government. It is a fight against a system that actively participates backward appointments only to regularize and legitimize them via the so-called arbitrary special dispensation. As the Honorable Minister has admitted himself, if the government gets away with this, recruitment by backdoor appointment and subsequent regularization will turn into an official policy of the government. Today, it is the assistant professors. Tomorrow, it could be any department at any level. Thousands of jobs are at line. If we stay silent today, we are surrendering our constitutional right in terms of employment. Article 16, which every aspirant knows by heart, though we cannot say the same for the government, will become nothing more than an ink on a paper in Nagaland. We should be clear about some basics. Government jobs do not belong to ministers, officers, or departments to be doled out at their pleasure and leisure to family, friends, and well-wishers and contributors. We do not live in a monarchy. Public jobs, whatever they are and wherever, belongs to the public. It belongs to us, people like you and me, who have qualified, who are willing to face competition, who are willing to earn their place. The government is obliged, I repeat, the government is obliged, not encouraged or requested, but obliged to advertise all posts, even contract ones, so that everyone will have a fair shot. Almost all these contractual appointments were not advertised. They happened without the knowledge of the public. Yet, we are told by our Honorable Minister, sir, that these are not backdoor appointments. If these are not backdoors, I wonder what backdoor appointment is. Ito backdoor na hoy gilido. We will have to redefine backdoor. And for this, we demand that the Honorable Minister, in his sagacity, define and explain to us what he means and understand by backdoor appointment. Backdoor do redefine privilege lagibo. The Honorable Minister has made a valiant and cunning attempt to divert public attention from the failings and presentness of the government. But we shall not be misled. The Honorable Minister said that these teachers were engaged due to lack of teachers in government colleges. We are all aware of the shortage of teachers, and it is the duty of the government to create and fill the required posts. Now, please notice, he asked us to remember Wangkao College. So I also want all of us to reflect on this. When Wangkao College was shut down by students in 2020 2019, it was a reminder of the failure and inaction of the government. The government cannot expect us to give them a page of honor for clearing a mess that they themselves created in the first place. The Honorable Minister said that this is not a political issue. This is very much a political issue. If by political, we mean the lives, rights, and the futures of Nagas in an equal and fair political system. But if by political, we mean party politics, it is the Honorable Minister who is making it a party politics. The Honorable Minister spoke about a special dispensation. This is a strange and potentially dangerous concept. We demand that the Minister explain what it means and where such powers of special dispensations are defined. We demand that the Honorable Minister explains on what basis, on what law, rule, or judgment or constitution provision such a special dispensation has been derived. We demand that the Honorable Minister clarify whether the government intends to invoke these so-called powers of special dispensation to regularize job at other levels in other departments as well. The Honorable Minister said, these 147 contract posts were not sanctioned by but it has been regularized. So he is admitting that this has been sanctioned anyway. Now, this sanctioning is truly a magical event in the annals of government. In the annals of governance, the government often offers an excuse of financial constraints to delay or refuse requests by various departments for sanctioning. Few posts, but 147 Class 1 gazetted posts were sanctioned at a stroke. This means that the government clearly has the resources, the money to employ people. If it has the resources, why were these posts not sanctioned in the first place? Why were these posts not advertised in the first place? It is a rule, and I repeat again, they are obliged to advertise posts. The Honorable Minister said that none of the sanctioned posts were taken away. The Honorable Minister must think that we are congenitally stupid. If 147 posts has been arbitrarily regularized, then that means 147 regular posts that would otherwise have been open for all of us to compete for are no longer available. These are the posts that prima facie has been taken from the aspirants. From the above statement, it also seemed that the Honorable Minister is under the dangerous illusion that government has the power to specify how many post-qualified citizens get to compete for and how many other government can distribute in an arbitrary manner. The government has no authority. The government has no authority. The Honorable Minister said that the regularization was based on effort, sincerity, and diligence. We are not casting aspersion on the dedication or sincerity of the contractual teachers. At the same time, it should be noted that they have the benefit to their salary, not to mention prestige as an assistant professor in government colleges. The same cannot be said for those of us who have been studying to gather the requisite qualification. Having said this, let us not be misled by the Honorable Minister's attempt on misdirection. The sincerity of the contract teacher is not an issue at all. A contract by post is inherently temporary. It is by nature temporary. Neither the sincerity nor diligence which must rightfully be expected of any paid employee, nor indeed the length of the service rendered by contract employee entitle them to regularization. The Supreme Court has laid down as early as 2006 that contract employees cannot expect a right for regularization. And the Kohima bench of Guwahati High Court has also observed that the government's own memorandum enabling regularization of contract jobs are violative of the law led by the Supreme Court. If at all the government recognizes the need for a post that is presently filled by a contract employee, there is basically one way in which it can be legitimized. Filled it by sanctioning it and then inviting applicants. This may include the contract employees as well, and employ them through established rules and procedures, certainly not through arbitrary special dispensation. The Honorable Minister said, and I quote, we want to legitimize them. If Honorable Minister is being honest here, he is admitting that this post or were illegal or illegitimate. If that is the case, they must be terminated. The Honorable Minister has praised the contractual employees as the backbone of our colleges. This statement is not so much of celebration of the hard work of contractual teachers, but the grim indictment of a system where temporary and lowly paid teachers are forced to function as a backbone. We must also wonder what Honorable Minister has to say about the contributions of the recruited lecturers legitimately through NBSC. I want to ask him, if the contracted teachers are the backbones, to NBC ba yahandu nakhun aruch ligla nagi? The Honorable Minister argued that many students taught by contractual teachers has gone to become notable individuals and officials. No doubt, there will be successful students from any batch in any institution. However, is the Honorable Minister suggesting seriously that the contractor teachers are solely and specially responsible for the success of these candidates? And further, the success of these candidates entitles them for regularization? If this is the reasoning, did the department undertake a survey of how many notable alumni has been produced by the various colleges? To what extent the success of the students were affected by the teachers and mentorship of these contractual teachers? And then determine their eligibility for regularization. What merits were used? How were they measured? I raise these questions only to underline the absurdity of the reasoning supplied by our Honorable Minister. The Honorable Minister spoke about collateral problems to the students. If by this remark, the Honorable Minister means the reduction in quality of teaching for the students caused perhaps by the emotional turmoil or dilemma faced by the contractual teachers, then the Honorable Minister must advise them, emotional nahobi, practical hoigina teach kuribi. And for the last time, let's remind ourselves, once we are employed in whatever job and position, it is a moral duty, I repeat myself, it is a moral duty of any individual to carry out the responsibility bestowed about him with sincerity, diligence, and honesty. It is a moral obligation for all employees, irrespective of the job or position, to uplift the institution where one is paid or where one is employed. To a sincere ni sweeper ektagi inspector panay diwa. So, for the last time, please, let's drop the concept of sincerity, diligence, and honesty in this regularization. Now, to the people of Nagaland, this is not just a protest. This is a call to conscience. If we fail now, we are writing the rules for future corruption, for a future where jobs will continue to be secretly handed out among a privileged few without the knowledge of the public and then regularized by arbitrary dispensation. Let us not stay silent when our future is being sold through ceilings, windows, and backdoors. Lastly, the Honorable Minister requested all the PhD holders and net qualified candidates to give exam. Honorable Minister, sir, with due respect, if there is no post advertised, how are we supposed to give exam? And this is the reason why we are here today, protesting for an equal opportunity. Thank you.